Scotland has a long and proud tradition of celebrating and upholding the individual customs and practices of its 5 million plus citizens. Each and every person in Scotland, from those with a long line of Scots ancestry to those who have only recently settled in the country, have their own unique living heritage that can be seen in the way we live our lives. Our cultural heritage can be seen in the way we talk and write, even in the words we use. From the food we eat and prepare, to the methods we use to make it.
Because we're adding loads of white belt and chocolate.
Cultural heritage can be seen in the way we produce our clothes and fabrics. It lives on in the music we play and the instruments we use to play it. Some communities keep their heritage alive to herald good luck and fortune. Others, such as in Scotland, use it to predict what the weather will be like tomorrow. Some traditions simply bring enjoyment and a sense of mystery to people's lives. Although such practices might seem small and relatively unimportant, international organisation UNESCO believes it is vital that intangible traditions such as these, that cannot be protected in the same way physical objects in a museum can, are safeguarded. A special project team based at Edinburgh Napier University's Craighouse campus aims to carry out these UNESCO recommendations in Scotland, and one of ICH Scotland's first initiatives has been to create a database of all living traditions and examples of cultural heritage alive in Scotland today. Through an easy-to-use wiki site, the ICH team hope that people will log on and document their own unique cultural practices. So here I am on the actual wiki site itself, and I have to say it's extremely easy to use and manoeuvre. I can search for particular traditions in terms of name, geographical area, and even the time of year that it takes place in. So, say I wanted more information on the Ferry Fair in Queensferry, I just type the phrase into the search engine, like this, press enter, and there you have it. Now this gives me a wealth of information on the history of the festival. It says here it's been going since 1930, and it gives you a time of year, in this case August. It gives you links to the relevant websites that go with this information. Now you too can take part in this, and whether it be a festival that's been on within your local community or a quirky tradition that you and your family use to predict the weather, anyone can log on and help build this database. And remember, it doesn't have to be Scottish, it only has to be practised in Scotland today. Here at the Edinburgh Weaving Mill, on the Royal Mill, a number of tartan products are still produced using the traditional methods dating back to the early 16th century. Further down the Royal Mill, we can see another example of traditional methods and tools being used in production. Manager Will Tebbert shows us how the historic method of fudge making is brought alive in modern day Scotland.
Sugar, cream, syrup, cocoa powder and a little pinch of salt in this cauldron. We're going to take this mixture to 233 degrees Fahrenheit. We will then let it cool for about 5 minutes or so, and then we can take these bars off and shape it, beat it into a double trouble chocolate. That's what this one's going to be. 233 degrees Fahrenheit it's just got to, and now straight onto the marble table.
Will and his fellow employees are using a skill passed down over generations of fudge makers, and they even use some of the traditional utensils that would have been used years ago, such as this creamer, a replica of the sort used in the 1850s.
With my creamer, I'm going to cream it. So between now and when this fudge is finally set, I want to have it beaten and shaped. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, thicker and thicker all the time, as you can see. This is where timing A nice fresh batch of double chocolate fudge. Pull it down if you like.
We want to hear from you. ICH Scotland have set up their own easy-to-use wiki site that will be used to document examples of Scotland's cultural heritage. If you can think of any examples of your own, or if you'd like further information on the traditions featured in this video, please log on to www.ichscotlandwiki.org.